Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. I don't know if I said thank you to everybody that's supporting the channel and everybody that's supporting me on the journey. But do know that I always appreciate you guys. I always read your comments and I always, listen to what you have to say. Not everybody or everything. There has to be some division there. I'm a strong woman. I know where my boundaries are. But for the most part, you give me such a beautiful sense of community. And I think that's what I've enjoyed most about doing this work, is really feeling like I've found a soul family, really feeling connected to people. And that has been really important to me on my journey. So thank you. It's been, an amazing thing to see people grow, but to grow with you, which I think is really awesome. All right, we're going to do the bonus read. After the What's Cracking read, I'm like, what? Okay. My energy is really sort of on one level is fired up and on another level is depleted. All right. Let's get to your bonus read. We're going to use the Modern Spell. That was a strange split. Modern Spellcaster's Tarot coming through here. All right, still haven't quite got my camera right, but I will get there. All right, so we have the Page of Cups coming through here. So the Page of Cups is an offer of love. Now, pages are only messengers. So when the page comes through, it's generally something that you're going to receive maybe via email or message. Sometimes it can be an invitation for marriage, an invitation for a wedding, or for, a birth of a child, some sort of announcement. But it can also be the message about a date, like, somebody trying to sort of, ask you out. It's only a very small offering here. All right, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio here. It may be that you're receiving something that just says, hey, let's chat, let's talk, let's get together, let's have a chat. The King of Cups is a person who is very emotional. In this card, he does have his feet in the water, which is quite interesting because in the other decks, the reason he's seen as a little bit more reserved or a little bit more controlled is because he doesn't have his feet in his emotions. And in this one, he does. So you've got someone who's pretty loved up here. Someone who wants to have a conversation, who's feeling a little love. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords coming through. Wow, okay. Whoever this person is that's coming forward to make an offer is creating this energy of anxiety. So I'm not sure if this is on your side or on their side. The Nine of Swords is about it is about sleepless nights, but it's also about, high levels of anxiety. Things, going round and round in your head and stopping you from sleeping. So maybe someone here has been feeling like this for a long time and they feel that they need to perhaps put something into perspective here. So somebody is feeling anxious about something that needs to be said. Interesting. All right, so we have the Four of Wands here. Now, for some of you, this may be an offer of something more stable. It may be an offer of a relationship. It could be an offer of marriage, engagement, but something here with the Four Wands. It's also the card of Twin Flames here too. And then we have the Four of Swords coming through. All right, somebody here wants to offer something more, but they're doing it in a very tentative way. Somebody wants to take something to the next level, get you to go out on a relationship with them. You may know this person, you may not. It may be new love for some of you, but this person is very keen to move this into a new time. They have a lot of love for you here, and I feel that they're anxious about asking. But this could be a proposal of marriage because I do have the King of Pentacles coming through. And something that they've sat on for a long time, thought about, and then made a decision to move forward with. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles coming out. The Four of Pentacles is a card that talks about hanging on to things. But I feel like here that someone has been putting money aside. Someone has been saving up here. They've been holding on to finances. So maybe someone has been waiting. Maybe this is why they're anxious. They may have been trying to get their finances in order to be able to offer you something more mature, is what Spirit's saying. And there it is, the Ace of Pentacles. Rightio. Okay, you have someone who's really keen to move forward here. Okie dokie. Someone has been preparing themselves. They're very anxious now about coming forward and asking for either a commitment or some sort of commitment in relationship or life generally, because they have been hoarding their money to get themselves in a position where they feel financially able to offer you here what they feel you deserve. All right, High Priestess coming through. You may not know this person's coming here with a High Priestess. This person is ready to speak up. I feel like we're getting a continuation of what's cracking reading here. This person is ready to talk. I'm really drawn to the wolf in this card. Sometimes you look at cards 1,000 times, but you don't really see things until Spirit brings your attention to them. There's somebody here who intuitively knows that this is part of their destiny, part of their journey. And they're ready to speak up now. This particular King of Swords has his sword held high. And it's a very large sword, implying that this is a very intense conversation that's going to take place here. Someone wants to offer you long-term security, long-term stability here. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through, King of Pentacles at the beginning. So we have the husband and wife team coming through here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Someone who's seen their 10 of Cups. Wow. Very nice. Oh, and there we go, the Judgment card. So for some of you, this is somebody coming back around. For others of you, this is sort of a rebirth here. Let me just get into this energy, but I feel like it's a rebirth of a relationship. It's like the relationship itself is getting a rebirth. Something's changed here. Someone started using their intuition. Someone's tuning in here. Someone's tuning into what they want, desire, need. Let me just keep going because there's a lot of energy here. 9 of Pentacles coming through. Oh, with the Lover's card. Okay, very intense energies in these readings this morning. And we have the 5 of Swords. The energies are really, they're really different and they're really hard to explain. They're sort of, I don't even know how to say it. It's like they are coming from a much deeper, almost ancestral place, and it's like I can't fully explain the energies or the messages coming through, but I'll try here. It's like somebody has had an awakening, but it's not really like an awakening because this person is already at a point of being awakened. This is far more. This is like this energy of being, of just knowing that you have to fit into. It's like, and what they're showing me is like the jigsaw puzzle laid out on the table. And there's like one piece of this jigsaw puzzle left. And you know it fits in that one piece on the table. But it's almost like it just won't fit in. But you know it's that piece. There's an energy of somebody feeling like misaligned with their purpose or not quite grasping this concept of a purpose. And I feel they've fought it, or they've tried really hard to keep it at bay, to keep the energy at bay, but it's something that they cannot fight anymore. They're ready to put the last piece in the jigsaw puzzle. But it's like they're following like a natural instinct. You know how we say, like when whales beach themselves on the sand, or when, you know, those little creatures, I was going to say lemurs, but they're not, whatever they are, jumping over the edge of the cliff, and you think this is really innate in the species. It's like an energy of fully knowing that there is something you need to do that is just pulling you to do it, even though if you're not fully understanding the power of it or why it's there. It's like an instinctive call. And this person has been sort of, for some reason, has really been fighting against it. Even though they instinctively know it's their journey and they have to follow their path, they've been fighting the fire within them. But now they have sort of got to the point where they can't fight it anymore. The pull is too strong. And it's like they know they have to take this leap. They know now they have to. And even though they've been preparing for it, the power of the change that's coming through with it is a lot more than they are really ready to experience. I guess it's like trying to teach literature to a 5-year-old. Like, it's just not quite making sense to them. And this could be you. You could be trying to understand this power. But I feel like the feminine energy here has really accepted, or has really sort of understood the intuitive stuff, and she's rolled with the punches. But the masculine is still being pulled towards the destiny without really understanding fully why. And because of that, it's creating this energy of like rebirth. This person is about to remember or about to understand something ancestral. The universe is about to show them maybe past life energy, maybe something that's happened in a past life. It's about to be shown to a person here for them to understand, because they're still trying to work out what this means. I feel like the other energy here is accepted, has just gone with the flow, is just moving with the energy and just understanding that it's just bigger than them and they're just going with it. But the other person is still fighting the tide. But there seems to be union coming, because I do see people moving from this independent energy into union. So it is happening. And if this is you waiting for somebody here, then I feel like the universe is really going to show them now what they are really capable of. I don't think they've seen it before. I think you've been working with someone who's been very attached to their ego, very stuck in a very narrow vision of themselves. It's like they've been looking at themselves like this, and really they're this. So they're starting to be shown how to work with that energy. Wow, very deep reading here. Deep readings today. Powerful, powerful readings. I feel almost like I should be reading a card from the Starseed deck, so I'll just... Hey, there it is. Oh, there we go. I knew I had to pull from this deck. This card made me cry last week when I pulled it out. It's the card of I Remember. the soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now, when you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you towards, and to remember that this moment was prearranged in your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment where you're being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you or choose the one less travelled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. I can't even. Have a wonderful day.